See how badly I fuck up at basketball. Yeah, I'm not a good basketball player in real life, so. But one of the things I did want to talk about today is I live in Connecticut, so I do have some appreciation for UConn and all the teams and all the players and things like that. One of the things I was watching was Gabe the Great's video on why Maya Moore should go to the Los Angeles Sparks and demand a trade there. And I gotta agree, like it's and some of the things he was talking about were more like she's like one of the she's obviously one of the greatest female basketball players of all time. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, getting her in Los Angeles would be a huge boon. And again, I know nothing about basketball, but I know that Minnesota ain't Los Angeles. Stevie Wonder could see that shit. Damn it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just it's just crazy. Like, especially because, like, though, like, one of the things I gotta say with WNBA that is kind of weird is is that he had a point where he was talking about how the players are going on Twitter and all that, and they're not and how they talk about they need to be paid more, and like I agree they do need to be paid more. Like it's ridiculous that with all the salaries going on in sports, like in the NBA and stuff like that, they get paid peanuts and don't have to, and they actually have to, go overseas for some things. Like, I think that's kind of crazy, actually. Like, all the owners of the teams are millionaires. Why the fuck are they going overseas to do shit? Like,
Yeah,
what's
what's
up?
going on with the party chat?
Nothing. I was just talking on my YouTube. I'm broadcasting right now, so I didn't real. I was like, oh shit, I was like, I was kind of I invited you, but I didn't know if you wanted to like talk or anything like that. I was like, what? I was kind of rushing into shit. I was like, I'll do this and I'll do that. And I'm like, wow, like you totally sidetracked me too. I was talking about like the WNBA and how they have problems with paying players and things like that. Like, yeah, I know, right? It's like sports, sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I know. I invited Carlos to this too, but I don't know what Carlos wants to do. So I don't know if he's even at his uncle's house. So it's like I may have wasted an invite, the invite of death. Like that's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing to not invite someone to. Yeah, I was just like, yeah, I can.
An invite to die.
Yeah, like, oh god, I would totally
I can just
love.
totally see
Yeah,
Rachel. I can
like,
totally see Rachel getting
do
that
I
invite.
RSVP
It's
this
like,
shit?
is there gonna
Like,
be cookies?
yeah, like, do I RSVP this shit? Like, no, Rachel, you do not RSVP that dying is good or whatever. I mean, I would, but
She's like,
again,
should I bring the cupcakes of forgiveness?
yeah, that would be her other thing is like cupcakes of forgiveness. How about Nikita would be like I could see the invitation being like self-aware and being sent to like a Nikita, and it's like, oh shit, I went to the wrong house, didn't I? And she's like, yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna be killed, right? And he's like, yeah, I know, it's just weird, it's just weird. Like, oh, wait a minute. You're 143. I'm looking for 133. Oh, like okay.
How did you screw that up? It's on the door.
Yeah, yeah. Nikita would also be like, I'm still gonna have to stop you guys. You know that, right? Like they're like, oh well,
Yeah.
like shit. Because once you get like basically Superman or Superwoman to come down on you, it's like, well, you're fucked. You have no chance. You might as well close shop.
Yeah.
I would love for that to
I'm
be a
still to figure out is Val. You know that place that gives you bus tickets and stuff.
what?
I'm
Vale.
trying to figure out is that Val thing that you know how people get bus tickets by them depends on their appointments and stuff and how crowded
Yeah,
this
Vale.
the area is.
Whatever it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vale. Is it part of the state or something?
It probably is, knowing like all luck and shit. I don't know, but I'm like,
So is
yeah.
there like if the government shutdown thing is it gonna affect
It
that too?
it probably will at some point, depending on how long the government shut down for, the state's budget and all that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so it's like whatever.
Normally I normally see it, so it's like what the hell am I expecting right now?
Yeah, because it's like with the state's budget being so out of whack, I wouldn't really put trust in any state agencies or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but this
yeah,
is like I was waiting for this coming bus pass before the government even shut down in the beginning. So it's like the bus is
yeah.
still gonna be sent to me even though
Oh,
it's way even before.
yeah, it was way before. Yeah, then yeah, but obviously, like if you wanted to get a new one, they'd probably be like tough shit. You know what I mean? Not like tough. You know what I'm saying? It would be like
Yeah,
what? Yeah, like because I'm thinking about with the food stamps, they better resolve this shit by March, otherwise we're gonna be in shit, deep shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
I even like that little foolish thing that they said. Oh, yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to do more food shares and stuff. I'm like, dude, that's not going to help.
no, it doesn't really help.
If you look at the track records, there's a whole bunch of people that has kids that relies on food stamps, and government, you guys
Yeah,
don't listen, man.
yeah,
You
they
don't know
don't.
how bad this shit is.
To be honest with you, like those people have never been to a food share, so they don't know exactly what the food share does. So it's a little
Even
bit
some of
like,
their
yeah,
even food shares not even close to their area where they live at. So they're
yeah,
like, what the hell?
yeah. Like you don't live close to the food share, but you live at least in the same town. Like some people, like way out in the like country, man, that's got to be really tough. No buses, no nothing. Like you got to drive like an hour to do shit. I mean, like hell, even in Connecticut, there's still like places like that where it's like,
And it
cause
even
yeah,
says though that some stores don't even accept the EBTs.
yeah, that's weird. I never understand that shit. Like to be honest with you, I'm like, why the fuck is it like
I mean, it's very understanding because of since it's shut down,
you
there's
don't?
really nowhere that the money can go through. You know,
So what stores aren't accepting EBT?
I don't even know. They didn't even ask what stores it is. They said some stores, but they didn't say anything about Connecticut. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, but that's like I was just thinking like Walmart. Like Walmart would be pretty stupid not to accept EBT. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, like grocery stores, I think they will still accept it regardless.
Yeah, I just went to the gas station today once because I'm kind of proud of that. But I went there just once and they accepted my EBT, so that's all right.
Yeah,
But
so
like, yeah, I just got 1 2 liter, so I wasn't trying because my whole goal is to basically be like not to spend money basically until February 1st until I can or until I run out of food in my fridge. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
yeah, like that. It's like I mean, the storm like was a joke to be honest with you. That's a good thing, but still something I thought about today. Like this,
yeah. So
but like the whole thing is just like ridiculous. Like food shares are only like good for like a week worth of food, but that's all they're really good at. Like to be honest with
yeah,
you,
it's
like,
not a month worth of food, and that's things that they don't get.
and I'm not trying to shit on the people that would do that. I'm actually like very grateful for that, but it's like people that don't understand like that there is a limit like to people. You know what I mean? That there's like pretty soon I think people are just gonna say fuck it, and someone's gonna do something. I'm not, I just don't think this is like, I mean, I don't think this is the way America it should be ever be. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Uh,
thank God there's a woman on that in the in the White House actually fighting for us. You know,
yeah, Nancy
showing Trump he's
Pelosi.
stupid. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Thank God we got at least one
I
person
don't
on the
see her
inside.
backing down anytime soon. She's still up on his face. He's like, no, you're not doing this shit.
Yeah,
And I like how the people from the newscast is like, we're not babying him. We're not going what he says because if we did If we just suck of it up, we're not going to hear the end of this. He's going to
Yeah,
do something else, and then another thing, and then another thing, and it's like, no.
yeah. Trump to me is one of those
At
people
least,
that give an inch, he'll take a mile and
at least
more.
the state workers actually has common sense to not fall for that trick.
Yeah. Oh
Because
shoot.
they should know about now by Trump.
Yeah.
Trump is those type of people that he will just make one thing and then he'll just turn around and do something else.
Yeah. It's funny. I was watching this video about reviewing a Batman and Superman movie, right? And Lex Luthor was the villain. And for anybody that knows a little bit about comics, Lex Luthor was the president at one point in DC Comics. And my God, he'd probably be either the same or better than Trump. Like that, and that's sad. A supervillain would be more transparent and easier to see through than Donald Trump. Yeah, figure it out, folks. You know what I mean? Like seriously, like.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom, I could just see that being like a joke. Donald Trump's there and he's like, "Bitch, I own you now." And Lex Luthor's
You
like,
got
"Are you
Donald
serious?"
Trump, you got Hitler, you got Putin, you got.
Yeah, I would actually. I don't know.
I found the videos. I found the video that I was talking about the storyteller. So when I get to your house, I gotta show you. It's best that way he explains it because it makes it more funny. His story, the
About.
story of three women. That's the
Oh
video.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
name of
Oh,
it.
I thought you were
The
talking
story
about
of
like
three women.
Trump or some shit. I'm like, there's a storyteller
No,
about
Donald
Trump.
Trump.
I'm just thinking of so many jokes that are so weird. Like, then the big bad Trump went to the house and somebody shot him in the face. And the three little pigs ate his ass. I don't know, something like that. I don't know.
I feel that even if they did do that, they would be like, "Oh my God, the president's dead." Yeah,
Are they
raise the
call
red.
the? Are they probably call like the what is it? They'd probably call the pigs like black Muslims, like that idiot woman. Like seriously, like you're beating up a veteran, a Vietnam vet, and you're
Exactly.
willing to say, "Oh, well, bring all race into this shit." Like I understand the guy was Native American, so there is some like obviously racial things going on, but like he's a veteran, man. He deserves better than to be beaten up by some racist. I don't want to say racist because I don't know these people, but like some people, you know what I mean? Like I just hate that when people go like, "Oh well, it's like whatever." It's like fuck them. I'm not saying I don't. I just don't know anymore. It's like okay, so we got a person in the White House that's Republican, but it's still okay that we beat up a veteran. Like that's fucking ridiculous. Like seriously, like isn't everything about him supposed to be about how America is so much better than other countries? And we do that shit to our veterans? Like that's the frustrating part. It's like seriously? It's like child please.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I just hate that shit. Like I heard that about that video. I was like, are you kidding me? Like this country is going to hell. Well, I mean it was I don't know.
At least they're
Yeah.
trying to prevent it not to go to hell.
Yeah.
At least we can be
Yeah,
glad
like
about that.
I mean, yeah, totally. Because, like I was saying yesterday, like Republicans or it's one of those things. Like I'm not trying to say this as like it's all like Republicans' fault or anything like that. I would be leery of like any party having too much power. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you have too much power in one group, it corrupts absolutely. It's absolute power corrupts absolutely. So that's what I believe, regardless of political things. But Trump, man, he's such an asshole. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a weird person when it comes to politics, I guess. I'm like, shit. I
What
have
kind of
no.
fucking deal is he trying to make?
Ooh, Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to make a deal about immigration or something like that. And it's like you're proposing a wall, Trump. That doesn't exactly go well with immigration at all. Like seriously, like I don't
This is
listen
what
to.
I expected. There was a riot outside of the White House well, not like a technical serious riot, but it was just like a group of peers just holding sign and telling shut the fuck up and leave us alone.
Yeah. Peaceful protest probably assaulted by a bunch of cops, right? Like I didn't even know that happened, and I'm pretty sure I just predicted some of it. I'm scared. Like with that shit, you know what I
You
mean? Like
frightened?
I'm frightened because I'm somewhat right. It's like holy shit. It's like when there was this joke on The Simpsons one day with with what was it with Homer. He predicts something happened that was right, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, we're so scared."
Oh shit,
What?
this is kind of serious. People in Alaska got hit too
What? With what?
with the government shutdown too.
Yeah, because they're a U.S. state. But still, that blows chunks.
It is Alaska, for God's sake. It's
Yeah,
fucking cold.
fucking cold. Yeah, like yeah. You're right. Because I'm like I mean I knew Alaska was a state, but I was also like I didn't think of it that much until you just said that shit. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it too. Like if you're homeless right now, you're fucked because you have no like. I mean, you have no support from anybody. You know what I mean? Like you don't have support from like systems because they're all gonna get shut down by an idiot that wants to build a wall. So it's like, are you kidding me?
So when the hell we even expect to hear from an actual finally an agreement? What the hell's going on?
That's the thing
That's not
I'm
that's not
worried
good.
about. Is because it's like, I mean, both sides aren't willing to negotiate, which is usually like not a great sign of people coming to an agreement. But one side is just not willing to negotiate and being temperamental, which is even worse. You know what I mean? Like,
People just throwing garbage and no one's not picking it up and it's like what the fuck?
yeah, that's what happens, Trump. You don't pay your workers, they don't pick up your trash. I don't know.
Nobody thinks you're fucking right, you douchebag.
Yeah, that's what I've gathered from like the polls is like on the shutdown, it's like everybody hates him and he still doesn't fucking get it. Like it's like
He's like
ridiculous.
a douchebag version of Rachel.
Who,
And
Trump?
I'm not comparing him to Rachel.
Nah.
I'm comparing of an idiot who has the mindset of a fool who doesn't get it. Now, Rachel, on the other hand, she doesn't get it. But at least she doesn't do these types of stupid shit like he does.
Yeah,
At least she
right.
has the positive way to listen to you and then see what you gotta say and then see like the puzzles will fit. Them, they just tell him the puzzle and he just thinks that they're right.
Yeah.
They're wrong. He's like,
Or
oh, I believe this, oh, I believe that. I'm like, what the hell do you even believe? What you believe in is Armageddon. That's what you is.
yeah, like I gotta say one thing with Rachel is that she's pretty transparent. Like she doesn't lie and cheat. You know what I mean? She doesn't know the meaning of the word lie. But
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like whereas Trump is like very sneaky and fucking hypocritical and shit. It's like Rachel will be like, you know what? I'm gonna go get that cookie and I'm gonna go stab somebody. Trump would totally not say that. You know what I mean? It's scary.
What kind of fucking wall is this?
Uh, yeah. What's happening?
This wall is so fucking little. People can climb up the stupid thing. What the fuck are you doing, you dumb fucking shit?
Yeah. That makes no sense. If you're gonna do something, don't do it half-assed. Like seriously?
Yeah.
Like I mean, I'm not saying build a wall. I'm just saying if you do something, don't make a big stink over something that ain't gonna do shit. Like seriously? Like one of the things I was laughing at was the joke that Mexico would just build stairs or throw a ladder over it. So You know, like it's a dumb idea to
Yeah.
begin with.
Somebody just please just grab a gun and just shoot him in the face, man.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously, I just don't even care, man. Someone just please just shoot him in the face and just get this fucking economy over with.
yeah. It's just like, I mean, it's just crazy. Like, I
Come on,
mean,
guys. America's shooting their own president. I don't even care.
yeah, like I don't know. I just hate how temperamental the dude is. Like, seriously, you have nukes at your control, and we let you fucking be this temperamental ass. Like, that kind of bothers me. It's like he'll just nuke somebody
I
for,
don't even trust him
yeah.
with nukes. I don't even trust him with nukes.
I don't trust him with a paperclip, but still, you know. And I'm not saying I would physically fight Donald Trump, but you know what I'm saying. It's just like, are you serious? Like,
I'd kick his fucking ass.
no,
That's
like,
stupid.
well, it depends. If there's Secret Service around, obviously I'm gonna be respectful. If there's no Secret Service around, I'm gonna kick him in the balls and knee him in the
Yeah, tear him
face.
limb from limb.
Yeah, like, I mean,
You're
I
gonna
would,
get 1 million fucking ass beaten.
yeah, it's just like crazy.
Trump supporters, fucking assholes.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, I don't like him that much. I mean, I don't like. I like the weird thing is we knew he was an asshole. I mean, he was on the freaking TV all the time. Like, seriously, why did we let this guy? Uh, damn it, America. Alright. Um. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like I'm
We
done
should
with
just
him.
beat the living shit out of all these Trump supporters.
Yeah. I mean,
Realize how stupid and idiots they are.
yeah. I mean, I agree with you on some level there, but for me, it depends on the type of supporter. If they're like reasonable, if they're somehow reasonable, I can talk with them. But if they're not reasonable, then I'm not gonna sit there and like talk with them. Like fuck it, I'm gonna leave. Like we know some people like people from where we go that are like you know what, I'm just gonna leave the room. Y'all can have your idiot opinion with whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just like nuts. And well, I think I'm gonna stop recording for now before people start, Republicans start torturing me and liberals start saying I wasn't liberal enough.
Oh, then I'm like, go fuck yourself in a click.
Yeah, I would say that only because I don't have to deal with the repercussions. All right, see y'all later.